last minute like team pickup? Like, how long have you been like a part of that?
I've been on the team for a while now, but I haven't had much time to play because everyone knows that I work away from home. So, no, I was set to play with these guys for at least a month or two prior to it actually happening. Because me and Dan always talk here and there, like about anything, and then we came around with the topic of me not being on a team. And he's like, "Oh, you should play," and I was like, "Oh, alright, play with you guys if you want." And he's like, "Yeah, man, play," and then fucking that's how it happened, bro. You know, just ended up fucking playing because I have a, generally speaking, I have a wide range of friendships with a lot of people, I'd say, and you know, I like to keep contact with a lot of people, and yeah, just that topic came up, and just that's how it happened to happen, man. Really, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
Now, Nancy, you've been a part of GSC for like a really long time, haven't you?
Yeah, I joined last year, last week up.
Oh, that's when you joined GSC, because I know they've been around like as a guild for a very long time. I had thought you were part of that for.
They started off in EU and then they came to PS. I met Dan in the arena and like he found that my rogue play was amazing, so he recruited me. Yeah, like we played rogue Shaman for a while. It's pretty fun.
Nice, nice. I didn't realize you that Dan was that much into like arenas.
Yeah, like Dan's like one of the best arena shamans like that are, other than like Brian.
Wow.
Maybe Saka. Or Lost. Yeah, it's low. There's a little bit lower people, but Dan and Ryan are the least of the top two.
Right. Now you've been how long? How old are you again?
18.
And you've been twinking since what year? Or like how old?
I don't know, like 14.
Oh, that's a long time. I mean, that's around the time Wrath of the Lich King ended, Cataclysm maybe.
Yeah. Cataclysm just started. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've been around pretty much since the XP happened. You've had a front row to events, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I've been around.
Do you?
I was there was like Scaratio just loses to everyone or dodges everyone. But they used to be called Water.
What I
Camo
know.
used to be there. Camo would know. He used to play there for us.
I've never played
used
for
to-
them, so you can't associate me with any of their losses.
You used to have hugs and just play cross mage FC every game.
Well, that's when the meta was a lot different. Times were different back then, you know. You had to walk to school in like 3 feet of snow, and everything was a lot more difficult.
Fair enough. Fair enough. No, back when the guild name was Wow Talent, I actually thought it was supposed to say Wow Torrent, not Raw Talent. So I was always a little confused. That was before I was really involved in things, so I didn't really know any better. But yeah, when I found that out, I was kind of embarrassed. Like, oh wow, I'm a total pleb. But going into the Twink Up, like, what do you guys, Camo? Do you have any questions you want to ask?
Yeah, I guess just to start off, what are your guys' expectations for this year's Twink Cup Living? Do you want to start us off on that? Like, just going in general.
Well, I think overall, compared to last year's, there's not going to be as many teams contending for the top spots. I think there'll probably be like 2 or 3 teams that will really shine somewhat considerably higher than the others. Obviously, we know who those teams will probably most likely be, but I think overall, it's hard for me to put in a good opinion because I haven't really seen firsthand how people have been doing recently. But I'd say if top 3 spots, I'd say at least GSC Justice, Skill Ratio, and GSC A team. I think will hit those spots. People will think, it's a bit ignorant, but, that's just from hearsay what I've heard from a lot of other people, so I'll just stick to what my reliable resources. So I'll keep it short and just leave it at that regarding that question.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Do you see GSC beating starter, GSC A team beating starter? because they just beat
Yeah,
skill ratio
yeah.
the other day. So I mean, they're a serious
Well, yeah,
contender.
it's just about, as I said, I haven't had personally seen it much.
Yeah.
I've just been keeping contact with a lot of people and hearing what they've been, saying how people the teams have been performing. And from what I've heard that we are capable of beating Starter. Not saying that it's going to be easy, that it's going to be tough, but that we can do it. So, I trust my reliable resources and go with that. But yeah, other than that, I can't really comment too much on anything else, man, aside who I think is going to win. So I'll just leave it at that and throw it towards Tennessee.
Yeah, like at the moment, if you can dominate mid, then like objective play becomes 5 times easier, and then like you would win the game if you have mid, and that's like pretty much what matters at the moment.
Yeah. So
Wow.
taking Camo's question and giving it to you, Fancy. Who do you see in the top 3?
Top 3 I see GSC Justice and Mr. Ratio. I don't know if GC 18 can pull it off, but I hope we can.
It's your own team, man. You gotta believe.
Yeah, mate, gotta have faith.
Well, I mean, a lot of them are like really pre-made, experienced people, but they haven't worked as a cohesive team, and since maybe like a lot of those members were probably in the second season of the NWL, maybe that was months ago.
GSC 18 doesn't even know who else is on their team. So
Yeah, well, I do. Okay.
I hear there's a lot of. We'll see how we go, man.
Yeah.
See how we go.
I guess just like, what do you think is gonna be different from last year compared to, what do you think is gonna be different this year's Twink Cup than last year's Twink Cup?
I won't be yelling wait for that. Wait, what? Yeah, wait. No, I'll be playing with them. Yeah.
I think it'd be a lot harder for teams to get away
This
objectively.
Twink Cup, like the difference between team skill compared to last year is like a lot greater.
Yeah.
So last year, like there were 5 teams that were all pretty even, and now this year there's like teams that stand out better than us.
Yeah, that's a pretty big difference. I think a lot of people like who were really like looking to get into to the Twin Cup really didn't realize how much effort it takes to run a functional 19s team. Like having a consistent group of 10 people is not easy, especially when people are essentially doing this in their free time. So yeah, it's quite the task.
Yeah, just kind of follow up with that question. The recent like patch changes to like nerf the damage melee, especially, it really gross. Kind of like gimped. Do you think like yeah, but Rogues felt it the most, I guess. I guess that's fair to say, right?
It depends on the spec, but yeah.
Okay. Well, do you think that's gonna limit like some team comps? Because we saw Rogue Hunter defense, and, like Rogue was pretty much prevalent in most games last year, except for like 1 or 2 teams. Do you see like teams like not running Rogue at all, obviously now, or like no, like every team running the same comp? Besides maybe
I think
running it.
I think okay, so I think Rogues, there's a very little gap between for the potential of them being viable and then just putting the team behind majorly. You're not playing doing the right steps strategically and being in the right spots at the right time and opening at the right time, then potentially you could win or lose a game with Rogue. I think since the debuff, it's just there's too much loss for too much to gain. Like Rogues don't hit half as hard as they used to, and you have to think that when it's based around a lot of it's based around mid, because once you have control of mid, you have power strategically and objectively to do what you want with the team, right? When having a rogue, you're not always consistently doing stuff with the rogue. He's in stealth, and when other teams are, got the full 10-man doing damage consistently on the other team. If they take out the other team, what's the use for a rogue? Essentially, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So they're gonna have objective gameplay down. They've got to have their openings down pat, which takes more skill, time in timing. So it's a lot more safer to go with the current meta of having a strong mid comp and knowing, you know, how to counter the other team with whatever they have, you know, I think personally. So leave it at that.
That's fair. That's fair.
Fancy, do you have anything to add on to that at all? Like comp-wise?
Like, so when the rogue gets stealthed, it has this potential, but if you're not winning mid while the rogue is stealthed, it's completely useless.
Yep.
Like, winning mid at the moment, if you don't have it, like, it's insanely hard to play objectives. And there's absolutely no point of having it if you can't win mid.
Like, other classes that might be viable? Like, do you see any teams maybe running like a Warlock? Obviously, it's probably going to break up Guardian, Druid. Like, you think every team's basically run the same comp?
I think we can see some Warlocks and some Mages come out.
Okay.
And Musky, of course, running some Guardian, but I think those won't go as well.
Alright.
That's fair. That's fair. So, do you guys think you'll win the Twink, or are you? I mean, there must be some. I know this. There must be some some degree of internal confusion when, like, obviously, like, this isn't the main team. Like, this isn't the main GSC team. But, like, you want to win, but you still want your other GSC buddies to win. Like, where do you fall into that? Like, how are you, like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do the best I can. We're gonna pound those GSC justice assholes into the ground, and we're gonna take the cup for ourselves. Like, what's your deal?
This is the aim, right? So the GSC justice will knock your ratio out, and then we will knock your ratio out of the tournament completely.
Ooh, that's the strategy, is it? Secret strats getting leaked, man. What about you, Livingforce? How do you see it?
We all get our chance to take our shot.
Yeah, absolutely. How do you see that, Livingforce?
A bit. Well, the thing is, like, this is how I've known from experience from the past. It doesn't matter if you have all these old, experienced, good players coming together. You need to have the time put aside to practice so that you have maximum cohesion as a team. If you don't have that, then there's gonna be communication breakdowns.
Yeah.
Depending on the situation that's happening. But saying that, if our team is strong at mid, then that's gonna make it a lot easier for us to be able to do what we need to do. But if it's the other way around, it might be a lot harder for us to make up from our mistakes. We haven't been in that situation as a team yet. So it all depends. It's all situational, but it's all hearsay from what I've been told. So I've already said my opinion on how I think we'll do as a team, and I'll leave it at that. So yeah.
I'm excited to see you guys play. I think actually, you know, Turtle Gang dropped out, and so did Dark XD main team. So I think the Twin Cup is now a round robin. Unless anyone can sign up there, we extended the deadlines a little bit to allow like a last minute team to sign up. So yeah, we can't change it. We can't have the same format if there's only 6 teams because the way the brackets work out. Yeah,
because it's actually like so weird that both GSC teams don't even have a game like the first day until like later in the day.
Yeah, that is
like
weird how that works out.
Yeah. You could pull out a which one looks better? League of Legends format where every team gets each other twice, and then
that's what I suggested.
The top 4 teams, and then the top 4 teams go into semi-finals and then finals.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That would be an interesting.
I honestly think that would be the most fun.
That's what I suggested. So based on how you guys answered the last couple of questions, is it fair to say that you guys are most excited to play skill ratio, or is that not fair to say?
I just like, I want to have my chance to knock them out, and that's like, the most fun part I want to have. But if we do have the League of Legends format, everyone's going to verse everyone, and that would be fun as well.
Yeah, you seem like you're itching to get your chance at skill ratio, which is good. If I feel like if the rest of your team emulates that same like level of motivation, like you guys will be another serious competitor. Is that a cameo from Ham God X we're seeing right now?
Oh my God, is that Josh behind you? Is that Ben behind you? Living.
Your brother's behind you.
Turn around! Turn around!
Is that your brother?
Is that...
Have
Oh,
Alex
no,
say
Isaac,
hi.
Is that Isaac?
He's walking away. You shut the light off.
Living, you're muted. Living, you're muted. I think you're
Rip, dude.
muted. Rip.
Sorry about that, people.
That's funny.
Sorry about
Was
that.
that Isaac?
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Oh shit! Can you call Gilly, please?
No. Oh,
Oh, come on,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Let's do this interview, Fancy.
Come on, man. I want to see the cat.
I think back to the question that you asked, Spencer. I think regarding that, for me personally, I don't really like. A lot of people are like, oh, fucking, let's burn the witch. In this scenario, it's fucking skill ratio. Let's burn a fucking witch. She's fucking been killing everyone. We need to fucking kill it. It's done its job. So no. In the sense of them dominating for so long, it's like the witch and killing people. It's an analogy,
absolutely.
obviously. For me, it's not really like that as much. I don't really like. I know other teams that are like that, but for me, it's just having competitive games, and that's fun for me. Being in a competitive game and having close games is what ultimately what I play for in World of Warcraft. If I didn't have that in Arena or BGs, I wouldn't be playing. So I'm just hoping for those sort of games in the Twink Cup, and that we bring it to the table and we compete really well, and that's it. And that's all I'm after. So.
Absolutely. I think we've been going for about a half hour, so I guess we'll just ask a few more questions. Camo, I don't have chat up, but if you do, chat can ask a few questions, and Camo, if he likes them, he'll read them. In the meantime,
I think it's behind like 3 minutes.
yeah. Well, in the meantime, I'll ask a few more questions, and then we'll probably give shout outs or something. But I want to know both of your. What's that?
Taco wants me to show birds. I don't want to wake him up.
You don't want to wake him up, yeah. Livingforce and Fancy, I want to know, after the Twink Cup, what are your plans? Do you want to stick around till Legion? Are you going to leave after Legion comes? I know there's a lot of contention with a lot of the change. Not a lot of people agree that it's the best thing. What are your plans?
Later, do you fancy?
Definitely just going to play a little bit of everything. Show birds are right. If we can play a little bit of everything, I'm going to push in League because I've played Leagues.
Nice. League's a good game, solid game. What about you, Josh? You're gonna still be like organizing tournaments, like you're gonna go back to the mines, farm some ore, like.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, that aside, I think I've been twinking since Saddlewell almost, and even though I'm not around much, I don't think I'll ever really quit until the majority of the community quits. So
Yeah.
you always be seeing good old living fucking ding, but
Absolutely.
yeah, wait and see, man. I think this is just another step with Twinks. We always adapt with whatever challenges or new situations arise. So I think we'll definitely be around. I think gearing is taken that way. I don't think it's going to affect what the spirit of competition is about, and it's about having fun and competing at a high level in BGs. So in the end, those sort of people will always be around. So therefore, I like to think they'll be around for a couple more years at least. So yeah, you'll be seeing me around if it's the case.
That's good to know. Good to know. I mean, I always enjoy working with you, and I mean, I love seeing names like Fancy compete in events. So that's always a thrill for me. So Fancy, are you going to college or something? Are you looking to?
Yeah, I'm in uni second year. Studying engineering.
What'd you say you were studying?
Engineering.
Oh,
Smarty pants.
wow. So you're like putting things together and taking them apart. Like, what are you? Do you have like?
What? Is that what you think an engineer does?
Don't tell me you're a fucking.
That's like a mechanic.
Oh my god! What sort of engineer are you gonna be, Fancy?
Yeah.
What sort of engineer?
I'm gonna be an electrical engineer.
Oh, all right. Cool.
Ah,
I heard they actually make some pretty good money. I think engineers can make anywhere like
any
wow,
engineer.
make a lot of money. I knew some really well paid ones.
Yeah, any engineer.
What's that?
Yeah, any engineer can make money.
Yeah.
It just depends which
That's cool. Do you have any jobs lined up, or like, are you a good student? Do you slack? Like, what's your deal?
I cut it like as close as possible because I'm really lazy.
Oh yeah, procrastinator.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
But you've been in uni.
Like,
You're 18, so you've been in uni. You joined pretty early, right? Like,
yeah, I joined uni when I was 17.
oh, like, that's pretty good.
But
Pretty
like
good.
that's kind of normal in Australia. But
Oh, is it?
Change that, so,
Oh, that's a difference in the U.S. We start at around 18. Some people actually take some time off before they go into college. But I don't know if we've had any questions from chat.
No, they're all like,
yeah, like
show
chat's
birds.
like
It's
don't
just
like
ski, taco, and Todd like said something about that.
Okay.
No one said any questions.
All right. Well, I mean, Camo, if you don't have anything else you want to ask, we can go into shoutouts.
No, the last thing I have left is just like typical like favor to win. Who do you think's gonna win? And like who's the dark? You kind of covered most of that stuff. Unless you guys like, who do you think would be like the dark horse, I guess, to win? Like, who do you think like could potentially win? That's not necessarily like favorite or like.
Starter. I don't know any names. I'll say starter.
Oh yeah, I definitely see starter Phoenix Gray in the first game. But
I would
Just
love
being
to
the
see
dark
that. Would be the
horse.
biggest
No?
twist.
I definitely see starter being the dark horse. I definitely see starter being strong.
That would be pretty
Like,
cool.
Starters are taking a lot of notes at GSC, and they've been picking up their game insanely amount. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been taking a lot of notes. I'm just
I mean,
like,
is that why people call him Waka because Waka took all the strats from GC last year?
yeah. You know, like what the Seagulls just realized mid is everything.
I know.
The Seagulls just improved so much.
There's so many parallels. Oh, there's the cat. Well, he brought his cat out. You might need to go get your birds now, Fancy. I don't know.
I have my cat.
Oh my god. He just pulled
More
out
than what
Billy.
you requested.
Oh,
What's
wow.
his
What you
name?
requested. Here you go. This is our cat, Gilly.
Alright,
Gilly.
I'll get my bird just
Aw.
before I leave.
There you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
What's good?
It's symbolic. Livingforce's cat is gonna eat Fancy's birds. So, Fancy, do you want to give any shoutouts?
Yeah, shout out to Lane Clarkson, the man himself, the god.
Lane Clarkson.
And the best young kink the bracket has ever seen.
What's his 19th name? I don't know.
I'm sorry,
That's Taco Champion.
that's not good,
shit.
Jamie.
Feral
I didn't
Lord
think you
X.
said that. And just shout out to my birds and Dan.
Shout out to Fancy's birds and Dan.
Like put out all that team together. He's a bug.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Livingforce. What about you? Do you have any shoutouts?
Just all the homies that have always, been on my side throughout the years, man. Nothing specifically, man. Just all the guys that have always been there to hang.
Oh,
Glad
absolutely.
they had all the fun times and hopefully have a lot of fun times in the future, So,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yep.
man. That's it for me.
All right. Well, guys, just I guess that's gonna wrap this up. Remember, we still have room for 2 more teams for the Twink Cup. I'd really like to get some more teams in so we can keep the old format. And donations close for the Twink Cup as the Twink Cup ends. So you can donate up to the last second, and you can still get your badge. You can increase the hype for the tournament as always. So yeah, can't. Oh my God, is that a real bird? Oh my God, it just flew away. I used to have a bird. Never